Hey, we're on the Tickety Talk again. Another Book of Faces. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Before I say anything, which I guess I already said something, so it's not before I say anything else, I have been working on the intro song, which I lost again, but I will find it for you right now. Check this out. You may have heard it already. If not, my name's Anthony Locascio. I am a very famous tap dancer who was really, really sick. I was bleeding, my insides were bleeding, and I met my wife, who was also a famous performer. And eventually, I took out gluten, corn, and soy, and very, very little dairies left. There's a couple of Italian cheeses and stuff like that. I'm a New York Italian. There's a couple of cheeses I got in there, but otherwise, no gluten, no corn, no soy. And we're working on our songs. This is gonna go on our album, Gluten's Fault. That's the Stacy with an I, Staci. And before I go anywhere else, any recipes you hear or see us making online, send an email to Loca, like the name Locascio, Loca, 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 Foods Inc. is the website, and the email is at locafoodsinc.com. Any recipes? Did I say it wrong again?
You didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything else?
No.
Great.
It's info@locafoodsinc.com.
There it is. Info@locafoodsinc.com. Email us for any of the recipes. Just tell us which one you want. We're cooking live every Monday night for the next year as we write our second book. All we do is delicious. And here's our first book. It's available on the Kindles and the Amazons and the Barnes and Nobles and the Goodreads. But first and foremost, here's our theme song. Gluten free, can't you see? That's a life, double meat. It's what I have to do just to keep no eating, no food, no meat, dairy. These things are things like up to happen. No more fun if I do. Why did I pick it up? I really got I think I'm so excited in my heart. People say it's hard, and I'm like, what? Never let the food be the sugar in a rut. When I first started the sport, spirit of God, I was confused, emotionally scarred. But I never gave up. You came it out the mix, can't over my cup. I make delicious food, though I don't need air. It's for my well-being. This is why I care. I'm not doing this to be on trend. I do it for my skin and my little rent. Look at me, gluten free, ever free. Mindset, not to embrace positivity. If you want to win, it's about your little need. Almost lost my pants. There you go. So that's the welcome. Now let's get into the food. Oh man, we've been making food every week. Stacy, what are we doing first tonight?
Well, we are bringing out the meat, and I'm going to
bring out the meat. So tonight we're making not your mother's stuffed meatloaf. The recipe is available at info at Loca, L-O-C-A, locafoodsinc.com. Info at locafoodsinc. I'm out of breath from doing the running man in my kitchen. Okay, info at locafoodsinc.com, and we'll send you the recipe. But then you got to tell us how it was.
And I did wash my hands before we came on camera.
That's right. So, this was one of my favorite Monday night dinners forever and ever. Amen. Basically, people go, oh, there's certain things you go, oh, about in life. One of them is fruitcake. When somebody says, "Look, make fruitcake," you're like, "Oh God, I don't want to make fruitcake," right? But one of the ones that people go, "Oh no," is meatloaf, and I was confused because my mother's meatloaf is freaking awesome. It's absolutely delicious, and that's all we do here. All we do is delicious. Which, by the way, is going to be the name of the cookbook that we're writing when we do this every week.
This is not your mother's stuffed meatloaf.
It's my mother's stuffed meatloaf. If my mother stuffed meatloaf, what would you stuff meatloaf with, huh? What would you stuff meatloaf with, huh? What would you stuff? I love meat. Oh, hey, baby blue, I love meatloaf. Me too. It's freaking delicious. So what my mom does, she flattens out the meatloaf like you see happening here, or she doesn't flat. She makes a meat flat.
Sure.
Sure. We'll be happy to share the recipe with you. Just send us an email, Loca Foods, Loca, info at locafoodsinc.com. And first,
struggle with that today.
Yeah, I can't. Sometimes my brain doesn't want to do the thing. So we seasoned our beef already. Yeah. It's actually a beef pork mix. I think we use a pound of chopped meat, grass fed. and a half a pound of pork, ground pork, right? And then we season that sucker up. We season it kind of the same way we season our meatballs, which is garlic powder, salt, pepper, a little bit of water. We use gluten-free breadcrumbs, and we use a little bit of what?
An egg.
An egg. Yeah, we use an egg, and we use a little bit of I'm missing something. Yeah, cheese. Thank you, cheese. But here's where it gets tricky. Stacy's dairy free. I'm allowed to have dairy, but Stacy's dairy free. This camera's driving me crazy because you can't see my face.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. So it's like you're just getting this on the other camera. You're getting that. It's all mysterious. Hello, they call me Professor Mysterious Lips. I'll be cooking food for you tonight. See, now this camera's got a totally different. Whoa, it's getting crazy up here, huh? It's getting a little crazy up here. All right. Anyway, we are flattening out the meatloaf. I am going to get the mashed potatoes. I made mashed potatoes earlier this morning. You know, boom, mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes are delicious. When we make the mashed potatoes, I do like a potato each, a nice big sized potato each, and then I use a little bit of salt, sage, a little bit of garlic powder, the milk of the stuff. Cashew milk. I love my cashew milk. We use some cashew milk, and then we use. Is that it? I'm missing something. Butter. Thank you, Mom. Butter. So Nancy's over on the couch directing traffic. Yeah. So those are our potatoes. Now we're not just making that tonight. We're also going to make. We started making Nancy's butternut squash soup earlier today, and if you are in our group, speaking of which, we have a group on Facebook called Being Gluten-Free Mindset Matters, because mindset matters, people. If you listen, people are like, oh, I'm gluten-free, my life sucks. Yeah, well, if you're gluten-free and you think your life sucks, your life sucks. But if you're gluten-free, you're like, oh man, I'm gluten-free, but my life is great now. My health has improved. My skin has got better. I'm not internally bleeding anymore. My headaches went away. I feel so much more energy. I sleep better at night. I mean, like, the list is unbelievable. My arthritis isn't as bad. You know, and listen, you can have a bad gluten-free diet too. You can't just have all sugar and carbs. You got to pay attention like anything else. But you could successfully eat gluten-free and it could all be delicious. I mean, we don't just do gluten.
No.
Over here, we do gluten, corn, soy, and free and dairy-free. I mean, like I said, I do a little dairy here and there for me, but for the most part, I'm always cooking for the two of us, or we're cooking for the two of us. So I just eliminate the dairy too because it's super duper easy. I know some people, it's like, listen, changing your diet is hard. Changing something as fundamental as your diet is hard. But would you rather figure out how to have a positive experience and change something for your health? Or would you rather just be like, now I can't do it and be unhealthy for the rest of my life? I don't care if I die young and in pain. I don't want doctors to, I don't want to die young and in pain. But anyway, going back to the group. So we have a couple of social media things. You could go to Being Gluten-Free, Mindset Matters to be in our gluten-free group on Facebook. We do have the Tickety Talk, as you see. It's under my name, Anthony Locascio. You could go to the Tickety Talk. We would love to get follows on the Tickety Talk and get the looks and the views and the likes and the such. We are defining our brand as we speak. And then we have the other socials too. We have the TikTok, right? Loca Foods and the Instagram. If you want to go on the Instagram, LOCA LocaFoodsInc.com. All right, we got them all. And if you're just joining us, we're both famous dancers. We have already written one book called Food as a Prescription, and the whole title is. Hold on, wait. Let me get my thing here. Is it there? Yeah, let's see. Let me put on my grandpa glasses. Okay, so it's Food as a Prescription. A handbook for the. Why am I doing that voice? Is that the right voice for that?
No.
No, okay. Food as a Prescription. No voice is the right voice. Your voice is the right voice for that. A handbook for those currently on or prescribed a gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free, and or dairy-free diet with forward by Dr. Rob. Dr. Rob, if you're watching, man, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, anyway. That's the book.
I think we're pretty much, it could be a little swear word.
Yeah, a little bit more. We're almost there. So here's the object. So we're going to flatten out the meat where we're almost at, right? And once the meat's flat, we're going to layer in. This is what makes it not your mother's stuff, because it's not your mother's, it's my mother. Not your mother's stuffed. It's got to be stuffed with something. We got to do the stuffing of. So the stuff, what? I'm supposed to do the thing, right? Want to do the thing like this? Yeah, I do the Italian New York talking, right? So we're going to stuff it with mashed potatoes that I made earlier. And then we're going to roll that sucker. We're going to pop it in the fridge, nice and cold for like 15, 20 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to show you our soup, the broth we make.
And we're going to preheat the oil.
And we're going to preheat the
Put it
oil.
into a hot oil pan.
All the things. And whichever recipe you want. So tonight you can be like, all right, I want the butternut squash soup recipe. Send an email to info@loca, L-O-C-A, locafoodsinc.com and say, I want the butternut squash soup recipe. Done. And if there's any vegans out there, that one's happy to be vegan if you don't throw in a little sausage balls that we make.
You can use whatever broth. So if you
Sure.
have a broth that you like, you use the broth that you like, and then you don't have to put sausage in it like we do, but you're welcome to if you're, so inclined.
Absolutely. Then we're going to make our broth. We're going to make more broth tonight. And that's the deal.
Okay. Are we good here?
I think we're good.
Okay. Can you do me one favor? Well, two, maybe. I forgot to put on my microphones over there. Would you turn them on and bring them over?
Yes, I could turn on and bring over your microphones.
I forgot that I needed them too, so you have to turn them both on.
There you go. There's one.
Okay.
Where do you want me to put it?
On my collar, I think.
Okay, I'm putting my back to that's very bad.
It's okay. My face is to them.
Yep.
They're watching me. I'm just keeping my meat hands.
Hold, please.
I'm keeping my meat hands.
Do me a favor. Keep your meat hands over there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. This is going to be great. And this one's going to go over there like that. Sure.
Yeah.
That's all right. That looks absolutely insane. We're going to have to work on that off screen at some point. Yes. Spoon. I'm going to get the spoon. This is where the spoons live.
You got to spoon my potatoes on.
Right. Ready?
I don't know if I would do it.
What?
Let's do it.
What? Talk to me.
Okay,
Out loud. Out loud words.
Do it.
Do what? Put mashed potatoes on? Whatever you say. I will do whatever you say. I want to mix them up a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. And then you just spread it.
Boom.
Like you're playing with Play-Doh. That's really what you do. You play with Play-Doh here. Okay. Great.
Put them on and spread it.
So here's the thing that you have to know about this. You can't go all the way to the edge.
Is that right, Nance? Well, we have the expert here tonight. The
creator of said recipe. You can't go all the way to the edge. A little bit inside, so that when you go to seal it.
Oh, she's coming over.
It actually seals because you're sealing the meat together. You're not sealing the potatoes together. So you have to.
You're gonna watch from there, Mom?
You got to put the potatoes.
Just be very quiet all of a sudden.
And not to the edge, And you also have to make sure they're not smooth either. Like you gotta find the balance. So the more you do this, the more you'll find your.
Every time you make it, you'll get a little bit better. And there is no perfection here. It's about delicious. Yeah, we are about delicious. All we do is delicious. Listen, I don't care if you're gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free, dairy-free, nut-free, face-free, nose-free, ankles-free. There's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. I grew up in a delicious kitchen. Everything in this kitchen was delicious. So you can still make delicious things without gluten. Gluten doesn't determine the level of deliciousness that you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
You don't have to give up flavor and deliciousness.
No.
You give up food that harms your body.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Nobody makes food like we make food when it comes to gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free, dairy-free. It's all delicious. Delicious is the number one thing. I'm trying to read. I never read what's going on this stuff, so I'm trying to read a little bit more. And then I can't see the Facebook reads, right?
If you go down in the sys tray.
Yeah.
It's in the far right before the trash can is the Facebook.
Is that the Facebook?
Yeah.
Hey, Facebook, there you are.
Show up there. Did somebody comment?
I don't know.
It's not there?
I can't see.
On the right, like where it says comment.
It's difficult to hear Stacy.
Yeah, I put
yes. All over it. I can't.
It should be better now, but, I hope. I hope it's better now. As long as both of the microphones.
Yes, all over it, Deborah. All right. So we're almost through with the smearing of the potatoes. Do you need more potatoes?
It's possible.
Okay.
I'm going to try to work this out because I think they're a little thick at the moment.
Yeah.
You got play with them a little because they're a little cold right now.
Yeah, I probably should have took them out a little bit earlier. But we're not cooking show experts yet.
No.
This is week 5. This is week 5 that we're online cooking. So let's see, Stace. Week 1 we made chicken cutlets, right? We made chicken cutlets. I don't remember what we made with it. Oh, and we made that special butter.
Yeah.
Right? When I say butter, I usually mean
Herb.
soy-free buttery stick.
Yeah.
Which is the Earthbound. There you go.
Buttery spread.
Great stuff, great stuff. And then you just season it up. A little sage, a little salt, a little pepper, a little parsley. It was great. And then I put them in my tray. What I did was I melted the butter, and then I mixed the ingredient, and then I mixed the seasonings in the butter, and I separated them in here and threw them in the fridge. And once I did my rice, I just popped one out on each rice, so there was a little bit of butter. And then week 2, what did we do, Stace? Do you remember? Was week 2 pork tenderloin? We did pork tenderloin, which, people talk about where do you get your proteins from? Well, I mean, even your proteins, you don't want them to be eaten gluten, corn, and soy if you don't have to have it that way. So we usually use, what's that?
Pasture raised, no hormone pork.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Sure.
I think I do need a little bit more.
So we usually get that from
Thank you.
Either Butcher Box or Crowd Cow. Butcher Box or Crowd Cow. And then we love their service. It's great. It's really easy to use. If you go to our web, is this still on the website?
Yep.
If you go to our website, Loca
Trusted
Foods.
by Loca. It's on the Trusted by Loca page.
Yeah, and you could go get the things. Forgot where I was at. That's the ADHD kicking in.
The quality. So we were doing pork tenderloin.
Oh yeah, what we were doing? So we did the pork tenderloin. What else have we done so far?
The chicken noodle soup.
We did chicken noodle soup. We did Grandma Jenny's chicken noodle soup, which was great. What else? Was there any others? There's got to be at least one more.
Oh yeah, it was a shrimp pasta.
Oh my God, that was great. Lemon butter garlic shrimp, which ironically enough, it was in the first book. Yeah. So if you don't know, if you don't know, the first book we did, Food as a Prescription, was more about helping people that just discover they have to go gluten-free, right? Because when a doctor says, or someone says, hey, go on a gluten-free diet, great. Where do I get that? Where do I fill that prescription? Well, you can't. You can't walk into a drugstore and fill that prescription. You can read a short little book, though. That'll help you. So we kind of put in all the things that we thought were really important to us when we went on our own journeys. Yeah, it looks great. So in the back of the book, we included a couple of recipes, and one of the recipes is that lemon butter chicken shrimp situation. All right. Anyway. Hold on what? Don't do anything?
No. What were you trying to do?
Doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to do anything. What?
You're so rolling.
Correct.
Okay.
Can I show the audience?
Oh, sure.
I can do something. So, got to always check. Come on. Check. See, this is what it looks like right now. This is what we're up to. Meat, potatoes. Meat, potato. Meat met the potatoes, and the potatoes met the meats. Okay.
Sometimes we make steamed carrots to go along.
We do. Are you rolling this or am I rolling this tonight?
I'll roll it. Will you seal it?
I'll wash your hands.
Will you seal it?
I'll do it. So you're going to roll it?
Yes.
Great. Then you roll it. And then, Mom, I will wash my hands.
You just use the parchment that helps you here, and you just kind of. I mean, it's almost like cheesy at this point, right? Rolling. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's like meat sushi-ish.
It's meat sushi.
Yeah,
it's sashimi roll.
Not really. Well, yeah, right now it is.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get the fridge ready for that bad boy.
Take a knife that you have run under hot water, and then that's how you seal.
Is that how we seal it? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. You've done it in the past. I don't know. You don't want to do it like that today.
I just don't remember.
I don't think you're required to do that.
So I'm running a knife under hot water. Tell me when. Well, I can't see it there, Steve.
Oh, are you
cool.
asking if I'm ready?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. Let's see.
I thought you meant how much water or whatever. And then when you wrap it up, it'll help seal it too. And then we're gonna seal the ends by crinkling the ends. You know, you just roll over the ends. You could do it with a knife too. You just kind of shore them up a little bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah. There you go. And then we're gonna wrap it up.
Great.
Oops, pardon me.
Yep. Start getting super clumsy when you're cooking on screen, huh?
Yeah.
Not you, just like in general when you're not used to it.
Oh, this is longer than I normally make it.
Yeah.
Should we put plastic wrap around it to
No.
help it? No.
Do you want me to,
Okay
do you want me to take it from you?
Yeah, you
Great.
do something.
I'm going to put the seam on the bottom, and I'm going to just take this right here, and I'm going to pop it in the.
Do we have a spot?
Yep, I do. I set a spot all up.
Right.
Okay. Now,
Went in there before.
we're putting it in there so that it has time to stiffen up a little bit, yeah? I'm just staring blindly into a screen sometimes to read it. It feels so funny.
From the bottom. So now.
Yep. We'll make potato pancakes or something with them. In the meanwhile, now we're going to start to heat up our oil, correct?
Yes.
What about that, Stace? Why are you pointing at it?
Do that.
Great. When you say do that, you mean get this bad boy going, right? Okay, cool. So earlier today, I had set up our butternut squash soup. And we are going to, you know what I didn't think of when I said let's do this on screen?
The noise?
The noise.
Well, we can back away, I guess. Take your microphone off.
Sure. I will hit play and back away. So basically, I put carrots, onions, garlic, sage, and a couple celery. Maybe I don't need to speak so loud. Celery.
No, you don't.
I don't. Yes. Yes, we do. You are 1,000% correct. You are 1,000% correct. Now, when I did this, it says to use broth. So I actually used the broth that we made last week on Monday Night Dinner. And tonight we are going to make broth again. Why? Because I said so. M-O-U. Yeah, it is. It's versatile. That's a great thing to say, Stace. It's versatile.
And
now,
you get to make it however you want. Things that you use in your kitchen become the things that are in your blood.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a moment. Is there a particular way this goes on that I'm not realizing?
Yes. Do you see the arrows or anything? There's arrows.
There we go. Yes, my child. Huh, it's not going to work. Perfect. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, it's going to, there we go. Woo! I don't know. I'm not over there. I'm over here.
Can't see?
No, not really. That looks pretty good to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put it right here for now. So I'm just going to pour the soup out for now, and then we'll just take what we need and take care of all the rest off screen later. But bam. Oh, my God. Just look at that. Soup. Ooh, it's hot. It's super duper hot in my head. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to go round two. And the rest of it should go in. Yeah? Now, here's the fun part. You can't see. Did I show you my balls yet? Did I show them my balls?
No,
I didn't show you my balls? I got sausage. I got sausage balls. They're really good too. I cooked them earlier today. We made our own sausage balls. They're going to go in here too. But first, let's finish this up. Gluten-free, can't you see? That's a lifestyle for me. It's what I gotta do just to be healthy.
So a vegetarian wouldn't use the sauces. Correct.
Correct, Nancy.
They would just have this soup as is.
Correct. I'm going in the sink as soon as you're ready, Stace. Well, you know what? I'm better than that. I just hate spilling into the oven that I have to clean. Hold on, folks. I'm a little anal about the cleaning of the oven.
I got the
Okay.
potatoes all
Perfect.
packed up.
Hi. Now we will do soup round 2. And I did spill it in the oven, so there will be a cleaning session tonight. What are you going to do? You cook, you dirty things. And that's it. So, our soup has been made. I will pour the rest of it in the thing. The thing being the bowl. Gluten-free, can't you see? It's a lifestyle for me. It's what you gotta do just to be happy. Uh-huh. Okay. Now, what's next, Stace?
Well, we have about 10 minutes until the
10 more?
meatloaf goes in.
Okay.
We're going to show them a grated salad.
Oh, let's make a salad. Yeah. So, when I do have time in the middle of a meal, I like to make a salad. So what you're going to do is carrot grating mechanism. You're going to grate the carrot with the grating mechanism into the bowl of catch-all.
Into the bowl you're going to mix your
And it's the bowl that you're going to mix your salad. So we're going to put that sucker in there like that. Nicey nice. Making sure you do not damage a knuckle.
Yeah.
Don't damage a knuckle. Now, one of my wife's favorites happens to be radishes. So I'm going to grate a radish or 3 in there. A couple of them. You know? Salads are fun. You know, there's this whole thing when gluten-free people go out, if they don't do their research, you got to do your research before you go out to dinner. Got to do it. It's going to be worth it every time. Listen, you want to go out, you can still go out and have a good time, but this is how it works now. You have to be the person to find the restaurant. If you're the person to find a restaurant, you won't have the problem. If you're the person that's like, oh, you don't know how to serve me because I'm gluten-free. Well, that's your own fault. That's your own fault. You got to really be responsible for yourself if you're eating like this. It's not somebody else's responsibility to make sure that you're gluten-free. And do not give your server a hard time, and then after you're all done, go, I'll have a piece of cake. Yeah, but it's full of gluten. Yeah, I know, but I'm just gluten for a trick. Listen, if you are being gluten-free but not full gluten-free, just make sure you tell your server the difference between that and, oh, if you give me any gluten, I'm going to be super sick tomorrow. It's important that we define the difference, yeah, and that we don't make assumptions. Anyway, salad's great. Most of the time when they say, oh, we'll give you a gluten-free salad, it's going to be lettuce and a piece of really bland chicken. But it doesn't have to be that way. This place I go, like I said, I can have the dairy one. So I have a goat cheese salad with peaches and, the restaurant, the owner of the restaurant comes up to me and says, what can we make you? I said, well, I got this whole gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free thing. He said, well, what can you have? And they always offer a salad. I say, yeah, okay, I'll have a salad, but what's up with the dressing? I always forget the dressing. Like, well, it's olive oil. Okay, is it 100% olive oil? Well, it's 10% soy. It's 90% olive oil, 10% soy. Then it's not safe for people who are soy free. I can't have it. But because they make their dressings on the premises and they weren't very busy, the guy made me a salad dressing. Now, because I frequent this place every week to go see a buddy of mine play, Frank Persico on the TikTok. If you play guitar, go check out Frank Persico on the TikTok. Yeah, now if I'm there every week, he knows what I am. He knows who I am. And now I found a place where I developed a relationship with that I could successfully have something, All right, anyway, nuts. So I've introduced you to my balls. And now I have entered you into my nuts. I don't even know what entered you into my nuts means. I don't know either. Then I'm going to get my lettuce. I have some sweet mixed greens, organic. I like to say organic. I'm just going to put them in. Tear them a little bit on the way in, you know. So, it's just really easy. Basic. Simple. It's amazing how many things are gluten-free that people don't know. I went shopping today. Oh, what do you eat? Air? No, I don't eat air. I eat carrots. I eat bananas. I eat grapes. I eat potatoes. I eat rice. I eat cold cuts. Not like lunch meat. Cold cuts. Boar's head cold cuts. I eat squash. I eat peaches. I eat plums. I eat eggs. I eat uncured bacon. I eat breakfast sausage. But when I eat the breakfast sausage, I buy the one that says gluten-free. I don't buy the one that says processed with everything in the world that you don't know what it means and we're going to make you sick with the stuff that we hide in your food. Because I'm not interested in getting sick with the stuff that's hiding in my food. I'm interested in knowing what I put in me. So, got my salad, toss it around, bada beep, bada boop. Yeah, I know, I said bada beep, bada boop. Then I got the wedding dressing. This is the wedding dressing. If you don't know the story behind the wedding dressing, read the book. No, I'm like kidding. It's in the book. It is. The wedding dressing is in the book. This is the dressing that I made for my wife's, what was it?
Wedding shower.
Wedding shower. And everyone at the wedding shower liked the dressing so much that for the wedding, which, by the way, I've seen this guy on TikTok. He says, my evil plan is to have a wedding with all gluten-free food and not let anybody know. And afterwards, when they say the food was good, tell them, ha-ha, it was gluten-free. We did that. That's been done, baby. I love the way that this guy thinks when he says that, but we did that. Not only was our wedding gluten-free, it was gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free, and dairy-free, and nobody knew the difference, and everybody thought that everything was delicious, and that's all that matters. It's got to be delicious. I mean, it's got to look good, too. I know we eat with our eyes first.
We have the soup, right? Because we have some of the soup for other things.
Yeah, we're going to save some of the soup for, we're going to make maybe some lasagna. Yeah, so we're going to make some lasagna. All right, so there's our salad. I'm going to put this to the side. Maybe put it in the fridge so it stays cold if there's a spot. Oh, yay, there's a spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I putting the bowls in the soup and warming it up?
Yes. So
you them your bowls yet?
I did. Just one more time, in case you didn't see my bowls before. These are my sausage bowls. They are delicious. Okay. They're going to go in the soup. There is a little bit of oil on them left from the cook. That's okay. We want to put them in there, and I just splashed when I put them in the soup, and you know my mother saw that.
Oh, no.
The Italian mother eyeballs. I watch, you know how you know you're Italian? When you go to put that in, and it splashes, and the first thing you do when it splashes is, well, no, the second thing you do is clean up. The first thing you do is immediately snap your head and see if your mother saw you splash the soup in.
She did.
All right, so we're going to put the balls in there, and that will be our part of our dinner tonight. We're going to have, oh my God, we've been on for 35 minutes. No? It's 6:05. We've been on for 35 minutes already. Fast. Right? It went fast. Okay. So let's keep going. Here, if you just got here.
Make sure you show them how to slice your meat.
Yes, that's
what?
3 minutes.
What are we doing? Yeah, we're going to do that in 3 minutes. But before we do that.
Yeah, no, we can't. No leaving. No leaving. You
Hold
can't
on.
leave until you see
Hold on.
slice our
I'm gonna kill a minute with my song. Gluten-free, can't just eat. That's a lifestyle for me. It's what I have to do just to be healthy. No soy, no corn, dairy. No more blood in my food. My vagina cleared up. I really got feeling so much better in my butt. People say it's hard, and I'm like, hey, what? The what? Never let your food eat the sugar in a rut. When I first started the course, I was confused. I wasn't strong. But I kept learning. I never gave up. To give it up to make those are my cup. I think delicious food, though I don't eat air. It's for my well-being. This is why I can. I'm not doing this to be on trend. I keep it for my skin and my favorite. Look at me. Everybody's happy. Positivity. If you want to succeed, hit the follow button and the okay. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. We're coming out with our first album. It's called Gluten's Flow. All right, the two recipes we're making tonight are ready. Nancy's butternut squash soup. Did I say that right?
Stoop.
Yeah. Nancy's butternut squash soup. And not your mother's stuffed meatloaf. It's a very Nancy-oriented night. It's a very Nancy-oriented night. Yeah. So if you, that's right. If you'd like either one of these recipes or our recipe for the wedding dressing, send us an email at info@locafoodsinc.com and we will send you the recipe. We want to get these things out there. We are working on our second book, a cookbook called All We Do Is Delicious. Delicious foods for people with alternative diets. If you avoid gluten, corn, soy, and or dairy, you need to know us. Yeah, it doesn't have to be all of them. It can just be one of them. But that's right. So that's the first book, Food is a Prescription. If you got a Kindle, download it on your Kindle now. Otherwise, we've done our salad.
Yeah,
We've done our soup.
40 seconds away.
We're 40 seconds away from cutting our meat.
A little bit.
I have a tickle in my throat, and I just want to cough so bad, and I can't.
Put a little bit extra in here because I divided it out between the other things. And
Right. We good. We good. I'm taking the meat out. So, here we go. Now, I'm going to cut the meat. We stiffened up a little bit. Quite honestly, if we weren't on camera, I'd leave it in there a little bit longer. However, doing it now is not going to be a problem, and it needs to be done. Are you walking? You got that sharp knife? Is that what you're doing? You're getting the whole thing ready? Beautiful.
I was kind of gonna get ready to hand it to you.
Right.
I was gonna heat it.
Okay. Keep talking. You're alone.
If you don't heat it, get a little sticky on the meat. So we're just
The sticky icky?
Yeah.
The sticky
You don't wanna
icky.
get the sticky icky.
You know what I'm saying? Some of you know about the sticky icky.
We have to, hold on, because we have to take out.
What? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
Nothing. You will do the sticky icky.
I was talking about the sticky
Do
icky.
the sticky icky.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Do the sticky icky if you want to, because then I can see if you want to do the sticky icky. Remember that song?
Huh?
That's not really that song.
No.
Kind of that song.
All right, so what am I cutting? About an inch, a little bit more than an inch?
Yeah, inch to inch and a half. Is what
Boom.
the recipe says.
And just cut straight through. I'll get them on here and I'll give you a little bit of look what I got. Boom. Concentrating very hard right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So remember that our pan is in the oven, heating the oil.
That's right.
And
Grandma Jenny always tells you hot oil.
hot oil.
Hot oil.
That's right.
Right, Mom?
So
Yes, it's important.
we're
It's
gonna
important.
take it out in a second. Do you need more water in?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm golden.
We're gonna take it out in a second when we slice them all, and then that way we can put them directly into the hot oil.
That's right. And if you want to watch a replay, like if you get the recipe and you're like, well, what did they do? We do have a YouTube channel. Thank you, Stacy. Loca Foods YouTube channel where this will replay and you can watch it and use it to your benefit if you make it yourself.
And actually, if you make too many,
Yeah.
you could freeze them
You
before
cook.
you cook them.
There you go. Before you cook them, you
That's right.
freeze them.
You could freeze them so that one night when you come home late and you're really
Pop
hungry,
it in.
pop it right in and
Yeah.
cook.
Matter of fact, I would freeze those two because they're the small ones, like it's a quick lunch. You know what I'm saying?
But however you would like to use it, but
Yep.
you know it's there.
Yep. Now I'm going to show off my meat.
Okay. Hang it.
Yes.
Careful.
Yes.
It's a hot pan.
Yes. This is what they wind up looking like. You got the meat and potatoes and you put them all together and it's not your mother's stuff, meatloaf. Hold on. No, lower you mean, Mom. Lower.
All I see is you.
Yeah, I know. There you go. All right, good. Now, we're going to put them in the hot oil. I should get a teeny tiny little bit of a sizzle.
I see it sizzle on the bottom.
Yeah.
You can see it bubble a little bit. Do the nice little bubbly guy.
They're pretty firm. They're in good shape. We're going to put these bad boys in. And then I think we're going to wrap it up.
Two.
What?
We're gonna cook the extra.
No, we're going to freeze those two.
Okay.
We're going to freeze those two, I think.
All right.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So,
No, I'll do it.
I have to, I can't put the dirty hand in.
No,
I can't put a dirty hand in a glove. I'm not going to put my meat hands in a glove. Are you not going to show it to him first? Oh, because it's hot. All right, go for it. Perfect. I showed him.
And then you put it in the oven 20 to 25 minutes.
There you go.
And then you're going to broil it at the end. Yeah. For like 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere in there.
Just to get the top.
500 to 550. It depends on how close you have it to your broiler, what kind of oven, you know. All those things are dependent.
Now, we were going to make more broth in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that before we go, or do we want to end it?
I mean, we've made broth almost every week.
We have. So, I guess we don't need to make broth this week. I mean, not in front of you. We're going to make it for ourselves.
You know what we discovered? We can tell them that.
What did we discover?
We were putting crock pot bags in.
Oh.
And then it because it cooks for so long.
Yeah, it was getting around the bag and stuff, so we stopped with the bag.
No,
okay?
We're going to do it with no bag this time.
No bag. We're going to no bag it this time. Yeah. We're going to do it raw. All right? Anyway, put in our skin, stuff like that. We'll put in some water. We'll set on the crock pot. But I think that we should bring this to a close.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Are you ready for the song?
In a second, I
Yeah. No worries. Don't forget, the book's out now. Food is a prescription. We're working all year on our next book. All we do is delicious. That's what you're here for. You're going to cook with us. So if you want any recipe we do, any week, go back, see an old recipe, new recipe. You have a request for a recipe, send an email. Loca, L-O-C-A, Loca Foods Inc. So it's info@locafoods.com. Every Monday, 5:30, we're cooking here. Send an email or request a recipe. Go to YouTube, Loca Foods Inc., so you can see the different things we've done already, and you can follow along or pick another recipe you may want to request. Otherwise, that's it. That's it. We're done. We're going to say goodbye. I don't know what we're making next week yet, but we're going to be back here next week cooking. And we're trying to get to the point where we could do a couple spontaneous bakes. You know what I'm saying? A little sponto bake. So you could say, I really want to do chocolate chip cookies. If you want us to make chocolate chip cookies, comment or say something or be like, yes, chocolate chip cookies, gluten-free, soy-free, corn-free, dairy-free. Absolutely freaking delicious chocolate chip cookies.
We did a testapie.
We did a testapie? What's that? What are you talking about?
The other day, we were testing a recipe, and you said...
Oh, we did a testapie. Yeah.
Anyway, it was the blueberry...
the blueberry crumble cake. Did we do that live? No, we did it for...
You just did a couple of videos.
Oh, my God, the blueberry crumble cake. We got so many good things coming. Just make sure you follow so you don't miss out, all right? Otherwise, I'm singing because I want to go eat dinner. You ready?
Yeah. I might come from this one.
1, 2, 3, 4. All we do is delicious. Because delicious is all we do. See you next time. Thanks for being here. Again, Mom, you can clap. That's how it works. Bye, everybody.